Whānau te whānau to everybody. Greetings, welcome in this morning. Start with the karakia. Ngāti tēnei te whenā ronga me te manaka i ngā tāne ka tāputu kei raro kei ngā manu I rungu I raro tāwhiti. It's tuki kei hoaki ka tapu whānoa tēnā te rau, te rau tū, te rau tāwhiti mātia. Wārea ki roha wāre ki raro tāputu. Tū whakamoa kia tīna, pai mie tāi ki ai o ki te whenua, ai o ki te rangi, ai o ki te tai ao, hei maruri ora. Awesome, morning everybody. Just a kōrero around after we come back from some Mahi in Australia about the acceleration, how fast we've become, how slowing down to reassert ourselves in our spaces and to sort of slow down into more of a natural flow, natural order. We get so fast and everything, we kind of meeting demands of everything in our external environments and just becoming stressed and just full of anxiety and all of those sort of things, trying to meet the markers of other people, other environments, work, just all of those things. And the acceleration of ourselves has become so fast we miss, and it can be very difficult to connect to ourselves or stay connected to ourselves. But what was beautiful about that space, we're talking about acceleration of the human species, or us as a global whānau, and how fast we're becoming, how fast our minds are moving. It was nice to see in that tāmoko space when we've been working in the last couple of days, different parts of the whānau that we're dropping in, and just supporting the receiver going through the process of his pūoro, and starting with the rapi. And it gave them time to sort of slow down. It was really nice because different parts of the whānau were dropping in, and just to hear their kōrero, and our piti on the floor that was receiving, that's starting his journey in that space, actually did a lot of time in Australia, so really connecting back to this taha Māori was really interesting to see that doorway open for the whānau. And a lot of them were sort of coming in and just sharing stories, and really gave them time to slow down and really sort of connect and help him bring him back into the fold of the whānau. So it was always it's really a really privileged space to be sitting in those places with the whānau, and just seeing that all that deceleration of all of the kaupapa during the day, every day, just to slow down into one space. So really important for us. I just reflected on that as we've been talking over the last couple of days. Also, the other day I mentioned a colony of spiders. Currently it is a cluster of spiders. And how interesting that was around Matariki, and a lot of kōrero around the cluster of our constellation of stars. But the cluster of spiders, that kōrero that was there. But nice to see that. So the hoopies are feeling it this morning after spending a few days with them. But also in the deceleration, it gives us time to break cycles and patterns that kind of don't serve us anymore. We develop them to get through certain parts. We can develop and hold on to get through certain parts of the journey of our lives, and utilize the patterns and cycles that we pick up or create to get through challenges and times, and just periods of times. But sometimes we don't actually let the pattern go. We actually hold on to the pattern as we move into life, and as we evolve and grow and move into different areas of life. We still draw upon the same pattern, which actually is detrimental to the situation at the time. So just to be aware of those, we've just coming, we're in that phase of matariki, and how the new beginnings, and how we can kind of reassert ourselves in our spaces. And in this context, I suppose it would fall into mana mo te haki, and sort of retrieve our mana back to our space. And it takes a lot of effort. It does take effort because, you know, we've been in these places for such a long period of time, they become embedded. So sometimes it can be difficult to see out of. It can be difficult to change, takes a lot of courage, takes effort, all of those things. I'm not saying it's easy, but you know, we have the power within us to kind of rewrite our script and change those sort of things. So the deceleration, just to slow down, and I suppose that has a lot to do with why we do Ngākau Oho, just to bring whānau together. It's just a simple 1 hour process of you know, just connect back to yourself. Just connecting back to yourself through movement, through our tuakana, through our rākau, through our haimata, through just being still. And just observing the self, you know, connecting back to the self, really important for us. Well, that was just to sort of carry on our kōrero from Monday and the experience we had working with some of the Indigenous whānau and the kōrero that they were coming back with. And really interesting to see the kōrero from different generations and how they are starting to see out into the world and, you know, respond to a lot of things that have been happening out there for a long time. Beautiful to see everybody. Find your space. Always nice to have a little short kōrero before we kick in. Nice to stretch a little bit actually, open up the body. For all that sitting, another day of it today. Positions we have a hold and tapping some of the rākau would be awesome. Should be to the rape, the spiral. Spiral in, spiral back out. Your Whānau. Well, let's just start with us. Simple stretches, opening up the tinana. Twist our breath, fingers together, palms facing up to the left. Quiet face printed, haki roto, on the wrist side. Over the top. Up towards your ceiling, haki waffle, respect, back in the park. No haki roto, over the top. Haki waffle. Take a floor, down breath. Akiroto. Iwaho. Nothing getting up onto the top. Keep your back straight. Still down the weight. No hands. Filling up. Just to create a stretch with the back of the kaki. Yeah. Feel the tinana begin to open up. You see, feel the kaki. Toru, hua, kai. Keep them up. Just bring your hand up under your polai, under your chin. Apply pressure, help open up the poka and the front of the kaki. Allow your breath to flow naturally. Start tuning into yourself. Oru, wa, tahi, or back to center. Right, titi loki mau. Push that chin over the left shoulder. As far as you can. Okay, just tuning into yourself. Feel that stretch on the opposite side of the kaki. Apply whakawhiti, come across to the other side. Okay, push it over the kawa, over your shoulder. Keeping the back straight. Feel the stretch. Bye, slowly coming back to centre. This time just tilting the upoko. This time we're just going for the stretch down the side of the kaki. Stop the shoulder. Just allow it all to open up. Taringa, kaki. Right. Whakawhiti. Tilting over to our other side. So just allow that stretch to come down onto the shoulder, down the side of the kaki. You'll feel when you just relax the shoulder, let it drop, it will draw more into the stretch. Open up through these areas. Back up to centre. Akiroto, breath in. Breath out, leaning forward. As far as you can. Start this morning. Right, back up to centre. Back up with our second breath. Back into the same stress and speed. You can drop a little bit deeper. You can use this process on any stretch, at any angle. Just help us drop in a little bit deeper on the second breath. Let in there. 5. Back up to centre. Gain breath in. Akiroto. Akiwaho. Right, just dropping out. Kawaki to turi. Dropping the chin. Remember the hand at the front. Go further across the front, the deeper the stretch will go. Feel that stretch move around down to the side, the opposite side. So I can feel all of these exploring. Up to centre. Whakawhiti. Breath in. Release your breath. Down to the other side. Arm across the front. Allow that drop in. Relax through the T-lower. Right, back up to centre. Breath in. Upwards to pop up. Just try and allow that all to stretch through the sides of the T-lower, down onto the hope, keep the shoulders back. This morning, jeez. Apply. To centre. 50. Move on to the other side. Keep the pop up. There, that other arm just to assist the stretch, the weight of it. Relax all through the whole thing. Shoulder back. Back up to centre. Start bringing our feet up in front. Remember rolling the knees across the front of the T-lower. Feet just a little bit wider than my hope. Swallows across the front of the T-lower. You get for the hope, all through the hope, the lower back. Look supple. Right, 3 more. Tahi. Ua. Kore. Start with simple ways to open the tinana. Much to do each morning. By coming to our space. Find your position. Keeping the back straight, mindful of the hand position. This morning. Just observing your space, just tuning into the tinana. Come back to the tinana. Internal constellation, internal star constellation. But start to relax. Sitting in your natural rhythm of breath. Eyes are closed. In from the top of the upoko. Start to relax down over the scalp, down through the kānohi. The sides to the taringa. Back of the kaki. Down the koka, the front of the neck, front of the kaki. Eyes closed, natural rhythm of breath. Just draw your focus to relaxing the tinana. The shoulders, down the arms, through the elbows, the forearms. All the way to the tips of the fingers. Relax and release. No any tension. To leave the tinana. Dropping the shoulders. Into relax your jaw. Relaxing down. Across the poho. Through to the shoulder blades, to the top of the back. Starting coming down to our solar plexus, so upper huku area. Relaxing all the way through to the center of the back, through the tinana. Relax to the center of the back. Down into the lower pupu. Relax through to the lower back. Feel all the tension release from the body. Down the sides of the tinana, the amo to tinana, the ribcage area. Bring your back straight. It's your natural rhythm of breathing. Relax all through the internal organs, digestive system. Release, relax. Relax down into the hope. The uni. All that tension that sits in those spaces. Through the wawai, all through the thighs. Hamstring areas, the back of the legs. To the turi. Relax through the knees, down the calves and the shins. The ankles, through the feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. Relax everything in the tinana. All the tension melt away. Be your natural rhythm of breath. Begin to elongate the breath. Just make it longer, slower and deeper. Give yourselves more present. Slow our space down, connecting, reconnecting, coming back to ourselves. Back to the tinana, starting to become aware of your space. Space your tinana occupies. Space, your internal space that is occupied. Long, slow, deep breaths. Feel the breath pulsating, every cell in the tinana. Ki roto. Ki waho. Now to bring our attention our awareness to the space between the eyes. Start to become aware about yourself. Ranga that vibrates within you, around you. One current space in the center. Just slowly expand your awareness to the space between the temples. The breath elongated. Just keep your focus on your breath. Become aware of the space between the temples. Your attention back towards the center of the upoko. Space between each starting up. Couple that, connecting with yourself. So observe the space we occupy. And just feel your ihiranga, your vibration, your body, your life force. Bring our awareness in front of the jaw, in front of the kauai, the base, back of the skull. Bring our awareness to the space. Slow deep breaths, feel yourself slowing down. Connecting back to the tinana, connecting back to your mahi, yourself. Space between your kaki, sides of the neck, boka. Observe and feel this energy center. Let space pulsating the energy of life. Slowly bring your awareness to the space that sits between each shoulder. Shoulder across to the other. Slow deep breaths, connect with the space. Again, feel your ihi ranga ranga, the vibration of life pulsating through every cell. Your attention to the center of your poho, center of your chest. Through the back, shoulder blades. Feel this space. Energy that occupies center of the poho through to the upper back. Attention to the solar plexus area of the upper puku through to the center of the back. Give the space that we occupy. Feel and acknowledge the life force that pulsates through your tinana. Through to the lower puku, between the lower puku and the lower back. Feel its energy, feel its pulse. Feel its life force, pulsating through every cell. This calmness, stillness. Feel that self-awareness slowing down. The sides of the tinana, internal organs. The space that we occupy. Feel its vibration. Māori that gives us life day after day. It lives energy, pulsating through the tinana. Awareness to the hope, the uri. The space we occupy. This energy center. Feel its energy pulsating through every cell, the tinana. Hinengaro, the vibration that holds life force. Body. Slowly bring your awareness to your kiri. Slowly expand out. Feel the vibrations through your skin. The 12 layers of kiri covers the whole tinana. Biggest organ that covers our entire body. Feel it pulsating with energy. Covers the whole tinana. Vibration through the skin. Feel the vibration outside the skin around your tinana. Slowly coming back to the center, your poho, your manoa. Take your seat back to the center of your heart. Deep breaths, akiroto. Akiwaho. Akiroto. Akiwaho. One more breath. Akiroto. Akiwaho. Slowly coming back to the tinana. Your awareness back to the body. Feel space, your toes, your fingers. You're ready, open the eyes. Slowly from here, rise. Bringing ourselves into our physical movements. Our kortipito. Awareness about our tinana, awareness about the body. Let's come into our space. Hakiroto. Facing to tairāwhiti. Hakiwaho. Start our movement nice and slow. Kortipito. Tiko center. Tuwhera mai kia rangi nui. Ka mō kia poka tuaretu. Back to our center, Pito. Kia te o Māori. Uranga Wairua. Hinengaro. Hei oranga tinana. Hei oranga whānau. To our centre. Kamatane. If you tamawa hine. To our centre. Masculine and feminine. Ki whakamuri. Ātu ki ngā tūpuna. Hei oranga. Māori. Whakaheke. O te pita. Tūkuna tā Māori, rero mai, tihei. Uri ki te taitonga to ourselves. Find your fluidity, feel your attention, ki waho, open up the tinana, te pito, feel the movements. Whera mai kia rangi nui. A maua kia papatuanuku, o te pito. Kia te Māori, Wairua, Hinengaro, e oranga tinana, aga whānau. Te pito, masculine, fourth, feminine, fourth. O te pito, allow ourselves to sit within the centre to balance. Whakamuri, a mātu ki ngā tūpuna, hei oranga, Māori, whakaheke, o te pitu. Kuna tā Māori, rero mai, tihei, huri, te tai hauauru, hākina, hāputa, o te pitu. Whera mai, kia rangi. Ka moa, ia papatuanu, o te pito, grounding ourselves in the world of light. Kia te mau, ka Wairua, hei oranga Hinengaro, hei oranga tinana, hei oranga whānau, o te pito, tamatani, tamawahine, o te pito, your holistic balance. Ki whakamuri, a wātu ki ngā tupuna, hei oranga, Māori, whakaheke, o te pito. Tupuna tā Māori, tihei, huri, te tai pukarau, hāputa, ki o centre. Whera mai, kia rangi. Maua kia papatuanu, te pito. Kia te Māori, Wairua, Hinengaro, hei oranga tinana. Hei oranga whānau, you value your whānau. Friends, return to your centre. Tutamatane, nū tamawahine. O te pito to our balanced centre. I whakamuri, a wātu ki ngā tūpuna, hei oranga, Māori, whakaheke, o te pito. Tukuna tā Māori, tihei, hākina, eyes closed, hāputa. Place the palms forward, tilt the shoulders back and lift your upoko. If you're looking to the top of your maunga, feel yourself standing in your awa, your roto, your moana, facing the taira whiti, feeling the rising sun. Feel the energy pulsating through your tinana, through your ringa. With the open poko. Mai hakina. Haputa. Beautiful, nice way to stay. Integrate our physical. Whānau, we're just going back over the short Ngākau we did the other morning. Just some query about the movement in the Rākau. I just want to go back through it just today. So, palms are up. Our first stage, Mahi Pēnei. Right. Roll the wrist in, push to the bottom. Mahi Pēnei. So it's parallel with the Tinana. I think that's all parallel. Apply our first one. Starting to create movement. Energy flowing through the Tinana. Feel your stillness. Nice ways to connect with the body also. Observe your tinana. Right. Waru. You up. Right. Right, now stage 2, just pushing, same motion, just pushing it out to the side. Mahi Pēnei. Upright. Upright. Awesome. Just rolling the wrist over. Pushing the ringa out towards the whole te tinana. Mahi Pēnei. Just roll that through. Once you get used to it, you should have a nice fluid motion. Really good for the shoulders, arms, wrists, the ringa. Really a lot about self-care. Our morning sessions. Share with your whānau, friends. Anywhere you feel can help shift, make a difference. Right, waru, you up. Okay. Right, next one, pushing up. If you can, push up over the shoulders. Right, Mahi Pēnei. Brings it a little bit further around. Really good for any rehab also. Open up all through our bracing part of the tinana. Waru, you up. Let go. Okay. We are short, I'll go back. So, it's our first one, parallel. Second one, out to the side. Third one, up over the shoulders. Right. We are short, Rākau down. Long Rākau up. Just wanted to cover that. Some of the whānau were asking about that. Arms facing down. Mahi Pēnei. Bring that Rākau up over the upoko. Allow it to touch base at the back if you can. These are also times when we observe our own tinana, what it can do. Just opening it up through the shoulders, the poho, working the back. Waru. Iwa. Toe. Usual way of starting in the mornings. I just bring it out, tinana the other way. Nice supple ways to keep our body moving. Our tinana motivated. Our joints moving, the body supple. Iwa, te ko, combine our pivot off the foot, turning the whole tinana to the side. Pivot off that opposite foot. Look after, so we're not tweaking knees, things like that. Damaging the ankles. Allow that foot to roll on the ball of the foot. Roll across. Waru. You up. Go. Awesome. Now Rākau, sit on the back of the kaki. Mahi Pēnei. Now the Rākau, just the hikoi, the back of the kaki. You'll be feeling this all the way through the back of the neck. Just allow the rākau to sit at the base of the skull. Really nice. I keep saying this one, but really nice to have at the end of the day. I haven't met anyone that doesn't like a neck rub. Papai, huri, turn your rākau, motion the other way, allow the rākau to walk down the back of the kaki. Like I've mentioned before, if you feel any mama anywhere to stop, you can stop on that point. On the side and just pop up to a rākau, push your rākau with your hand and just push it into the part that's tight. Or any where you feel mama, just allow it to dissipate that space. It's a really good one. Keep the neck supple, that space open. Apply down, palms and facing down. Mahi Tinana. One of our originals. This one is just focusing on the hands, pushing forward. Right, just take your time, observe your space. You can always like lower your stance, bring your feet wider, lower your stance, draw in, pick up some speed if you need that. Focusing on the hands, pushing forward. Allow the natural momentum of the body. Waru, you up, te kau, find our elbows, to our elbows over. Allow your heels to lift off sometimes. Bring our elbows across the front. Bring down towards papa. We let open more up through the back, the movement. Bring our shoulders well. Waru, iwa, te kau. Awesome. Right. Up to poho. Mahi pēnei. Another one we brought in, going across the tinana. Touch the poho. Push out. Poho, push out. Move it off the foot. Observe your movement, feel your tinana. Feel your breath. Observing the space, feel your temperature, feel the blood flow through the tinana. Toto, papa. Feel across outside of the tinana. Waru, iwa, kau, pushing up over, out of those shoulders, reaching up into the corners. Allow the tinana, free move it off that ball. Off the back of the kaki. Waru, iwa, te kau. Wai ki raro, time, rolling the rākau towards papa. Pivoting off the foot. Now should be getting nice movement through the hope, through the wairua, through the whole tinana. Waru, ua, kau. Awesome. Bye-bye. Ngā rākau. Okay, parallel, papa. Palms facing up the time. Mahi pēnei. Allow the rākau up to eye level. Feel your rhythm of breath. Feel the rākau moving. Taking back through the opposite direction. Waru, You up. Okay. Way out towards the side. Drive the raka up over the shoulders. Awesome. Feel your tinana, just observe your movement. Feel your breath. Temperature. The changes, the energy that's moving through the space. Waru. Iwa. Te kai. Right now we're bringing in your waiwai. Just drop down as far as you can go. A little bit tight this morning. Having those knees bent all day. Right, drive the raka out, up over the shoulders. Up through the waiwai. Waru. Iwa. Go. Right, let's go back to number one. Our first stage. Just wind your raka down, this movement. Stop to eye level. Two. Waru. Iwa. Te kau. Koe tamuki mua. Maki pēnei. Te raka out the front. Full extension. Draw to the back of the shoulder. Light on your feet. Full extension through the arms. Pull back. Notice the turn and the tinana, always looking straight ahead. Not so much the side ones. Keep a upoko straight. Feel a different tinana, the different move through the tinana, different turns. Two. Waru. Iwa. Te kau. So now bring in our waiwais. Back, down, up, push forward. All in one motion. Up to your ability. Some mornings will be different than others. Feel your breath, your movement. Waru. Iwa. Te kau. The first stage. Pa. Lima. Push out. Ono. Right on the feet. Waru. Iwa. Te kau. Apa, with this mahi. Slows us down a little bit further. Adding the raka in. Kinesthetic awareness. Spin the raka around the tinana. You light on the feet. Feel the rhythm. Your tinana. Rhythm of the raka. Come together. Ono. Two. Waru. Iwa. Te kau. Bring our waiwais together. Allow the raka to continue around the tinana. Feel the breath of the raka. Sweep across the tinana, around your space. Feel your breath. Feel a different energy that pulsates through you now. Feel the raka just clearing your space with intention. Your stuff. Want to release, go off, sweep off, not carry, all of those things. Ngākau Rākau just to clear our space. Tapai waru, iwa, go. Beautiful. So across to our Tamuki Moa, it's time across the centre. Across the centre, sweeping across the Tinana, it's the Ngākau Rākau, sweep the back and the front. Feeling that sweeps across the Tinana, clearing our space. Feel your breath. Feel your energy. Feel your frequency sit now. Here. Big two. Waru. Iwa. Go. Awesome. Beautiful whānau, bring our rākau back. Parallel will pop up. Palm facing down, roll the wrist back to the poho. Iwaho, hiroto. Waho, hiroto. Keep this breath going. A little bit forceful. Hiroto. 3 more, hakiroto. Papa, 1 more, hakiroto. Hakiwa. Wakata, push the rākau out, take your step back. Draw your hands down. Lay yourself. Bend at the hope, just stretch out through the arms, to the shoulders. Allow your breath to slow. Down through the back, to the hope, down the back of the wawa. Your legs switch. Lima, Hā, Toru, Ua. Tahi. Right, take your hands a bit further down. Deeper into the stretch. We let through the back of the wawas. With your breath. Lima, Hā, Toru, Ua, Tahi. Beautiful. Back up to whakatā, bring our rākau back up. Left palm facing down and closed, right palm up, open, eyes closed. Come back to your natural rhythm of breath. Feel the pulse through your tinana, pulse through your Māori. Whirui te tupi tupi roa, te tupi tupi nāti tēnei tupi tupi tārogo, wē te mana ka ngā tāri, tāku te kei raro, kei ngā mana i rupi e raro, kā te tupi hei, ka te tupi kei o wai ki ka te tānu. Tēnā te hau. Te hua tū, te hua tāwhiri māti, wāre ki runga, wāre ki raro tāku, ki whakamu wa ki a tīna. Tīna, au me hui e, tāi ki e, ai o ki te whenua, ai o ki te rangi, ai o ki tai ao, ti hei, Māori ora. Awesome. Beautiful whānau. Beautiful morning, on the whānau. Mihi ana ki a koutou. Nō reira, beautiful to see everybody. Kia pai o rā whakatā. Have a beautiful weekend.